Quick verdict, we thought right away he would be guilty. It's kind of a shock.
After Murdaugh's sentence was handed down, he reportedly entered Kirkland Correctional Institution in Columbia, South Carolina, where he was given an inmate number from the South Carolina Department of Corrections. Murdaugh was assigned to XDL dorm in room number 0043, bunk A. At prisons like Kirkland, cells are made from concrete with only a steel bed, toilet, and sink for prisoners to use. Once on site, Murdaugh was at Kirkland for 45 days at maximum for a period of evaluation. In early March, South Carolina Department of Corrections Communications Director Christy Shane told Greenville News that after processing, he would likely be moved to another maximum security prison, presumably one of 4 such facilities besides Kirkland in the state. Indeed, reporting from Greenville News claims that Murdaugh's period of evaluation at Kirkland had finished by late March 2023, and he was assigned to another long-term prison location. The notoriety surrounding the Alec Murdaugh murder case greatly affected the convicted double murder's life at the Kirkland Correctional Institution. Most notably, Murdaugh was kept separate from other inmates due to safety concerns. According to Christy Shane, Murdaugh was not held in strict solitary confinement, though he was the only inmate assigned to his cell, and he would have been accompanied by an officer on the rare occasion he was allowed to leave.
Murdaugh is one of 28 inmates housed in the self-contained unit.
No known threats were made against his life in his time spent at the Kirkland facility. Meanwhile, his meals were brought to him in his cell, unlike other inmates who dine together in the prison cafeteria. It's reportedly possible for Kirkland inmates to purchase a TV for their cells. Though it's unclear whether Murdaugh did so, he may have also paid to use the phone. While under evaluation at Kirkland, additional background information was likely gathered along with various screenings to determine Murdaugh's overall health and well-being. On how it's determined where Murdaugh will spend the rest of his life behind bars, Christy Shane told Greenville News, "A lot of things will come into play when we try to determine where an inmate will spend his time." At that time, Shane said Murdaugh was, quote, "in a very secure place." Regardless of Alex Murdaugh's life at the Kirkland Correctional Institution, his isolation may not continue once housed at his permanent prison location, which, right now, remains undisclosed. Once he arrives at his new home, Murdaugh will likely enjoy the same freedoms of movement allowed to other maximum security inmates. He might earn a medium security level designation after 7 years of good behavior, Shane said. Of course, Murdaugh's 2 murder convictions aside, along with 2 guilty verdicts for using a firearm while committing a violent felony, the former attorney's legal troubles are far from over. While serving his 2 consecutive life sentences, Murdaugh faces 99 other charges stemming from insurance and financial fraud, as well as a number of wrongful death cases related to additional deaths from the Murdaugh family's past. Murdaugh also faces drug charges. At the moment, whether his financial crimes and fraud charges would be tied together or in separate court hearings remains unknown. Though Murdaugh spoke openly of fraud, theft, and other types of financial malfeasance on the stand, he has yet to enter an official plea on those charges.